the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So Around Town Radio Show is where I go for the latest band info. So Around Town Radio Show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome on a Monday. It is Monday. It's our weekend update. We'll have it for you right after these words from Sweet Sister Mercy.
It's the Weekend Review. It's a Bible coming for you. We're speaking with the fans. Sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out.
I'm not a drummer.
Off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With heart and no plan to do it well. So Around Town Radio.
Show. Hey, everybody. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of me and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent. Thank you. Welcome to the program on a Monday. It is a Monday, and I hope you had a great weekend. We had a great weekend. Hopefully you did too. How is everybody today? Let's get some comments rolling in here. We're a little slow on the live people, but, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's a Monday. It is. It's our last show of 2024, guys. It is. Hi, Skip, checking in from Liars for Hire. Adam, thank you for being here. Wow. Yes. Thank you so much, Adam. Appreciate you. And what a fun time. What a fun time always. What fun. Oh, what fun. Bill, how are you? Thank you for being with us. Wow, Bill video. John checking in from Columbus today. How are you? Rachel, thank you for being here, my friend. Good to see you. Erica in the house. Erica, what's for dinner? Erica, I live through Erica's cooking. I do online. She posts pictures of it, and it just, yeah, it's good. It's good. Mark's a lucky man. He is. Bronson, how are you? Thank you for being here. My good buddy Jerry Nimmersheim checking in on the Tube of You today. Thank you for being here on YouTube. We simulcast this each week on YouTube and the Book of Face, so we'd love to have you join us on either one. And please follow us and do that little follow thing on YouTube as well, our channel, and like our channel. Because if we ever die on the Book of Face, we're going to YouTube. And that's where you can find us. Sean Cooper has found us on YouTube today. What's going on? Happy New Year to you, my friend. It is. Leftovers tonight, Erica says. Okay, that's all right. Because I'm sure they're good. I am. Hey, we've got a lot to talk about today. And one thing we didn't get, because we had a post go kind of viral on the page about your favorite female singers in the tri-state. And let me say, every time I do something, I get haters. And it must be because people are seeing it. And they were like, why would you ask that question? There's so many good female. Yeah, I didn't say tell me the best. I said tell me your favorites with an S. Favorites. Yes. Singers with an S. Female singers with an S. Yeah. Jerry saying hey to Coop. Hey, Dave Wade. How are you, my friend? And, oh, gosh, my friend Banks is here. Look at him. Yes, glad to see you this year. It was good. Yes. Thank you, my friend. And you did a great job. The lighting was spot on, by the way. Your lighting is always spot on, and you play that light board like it's your business. Your business. It is your business. Hi, Ed Sawicki. How you doing, Ed? How's the arm? Tell me, give me an update, Ed. We all want to know. I haven't checked your page out yet. I apologize. I've been busy here the last few days, but you know how it is. All right, we got to get started though. If you saw someone play over the weekend and you absolutely were wowed by them, or even if you weren't wowed by them, but you want to give them a shout out, please drop it in the comments and let us know, because we did not get that posted. There was just so much stuff going on. There was. Hi, Eric Sears. It was great to see you Saturday. Kenny, thanks for dropping in. So let me first and foremost, before we start, say thank you to everybody who shared our show on Thursday. Our Who's Playing Out, 7,000 plays on it, or views, that is. So thank you so much. 20 shares. And that's what it's all about. It's sharing is caring, man. Yeah, I like the shirt too, Jerry. I'm repping the Hall Pass Rock Band today. I am. We're going to talk about them here in a minute. And Coop, where were you Saturday? You won tickets to the damn thing. I didn't see you. You must have had to work. Yes. We were all there. Jerry was there, Coop. Yeah, we were all there. But cheers to you, Rob Paisley. Thanks for the YouTubing today, guys. We appreciate that as well. So, yeah, 7,000 views on the show, which was good. It was not that 16,000 we hit a few months ago, but I don't know what happened then. It was an anomaly. But yeah, good stuff. And we're here for a drama-free Monday. We are. Let's have a drama-free Monday. Y'all want to? Greg Sherwood, how are you? Good to see you. And let me say one thing before we get started today. Our sincere condolences go out to our friend Karis, my co-host on Tuesday, for the loss of Bear, the namesake of the Bell and the Bear. Her wonderful dog. It gets me choked up to talk about it, but yeah. Sad, man. It's sad when you lose one like that, and that one was special. Bear is very special, and it was Karis's heart that is absolutely, I'm sure, broken. So, we're sending our thoughts out to Karis and all that, and hopefully, yeah, she'll. You never get over it, you don't, but she'll keep doing what she does because she's good at it, and she's a rock star. But yeah, Bear just certainly. Will live in infamy, literally on the wall in the back room there at the Bell and the Bear. And if you didn't get a chance to watch her video of Bear and all that, you need to, because it'll definitely choke you up a little bit. But Karis, we're thinking of you, and I know she'll be checking in. But today is probably not the day she's going to do that. If she's smart, she's laying low and just reflecting, which is what she does. Yes, thank you, Zachary, for that. I will throw that in the comments. And then Chris Lucas, thank you. And there's a shameless plug for open mic at Immortal Vibes tonight. All right, and there's a whole lot of lineup for Chris Lucas, shameless plugs. Chris, send me those if you want them on Thursday's list, or at least the Thursday gig, for sure. Hi, Jim McCarthy. Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hopefully you're doing well. And let me move on and talk about the music for us. Starting with Friday night, got a chance to catch a great band called Barely Able at Mr. Burroughs Tavern, real close to home again on Friday night. It works out really well because they're just a great band, and the bands there start from 8, go to 11. Amazing staff, crowd, atmosphere at Burroughs that night. Their songs were rocking the crowd, man. And Barely Able's got a great lineup of players and people, and lead singer is amazing. And just Tim, I believe, if I got it right. I just, I didn't even have time to collect names today, but what a wonderful night that was on Friday night. Our friend Rob Garrett playing in that band from Until Rust fame, and David Linda in that band as well, playing bass from Last Call fame. And whew, what a night. What a night. Jim Kilroy, thank you for being here on our last show of 2024. It is the final one, guys. And yeah, thank you. And Adam, who's right here. Hi, Adam. How are you? Good to see you, man. Great band. And let me say, not only, you know me, I love bands who entertain, who don't just get up there and go through the motions and play the music. These guys work the room. They have the crowd engaged. The crowd was dancing and having fun. And if you know Mr. Burroughs, when they put a full band in, it's tight up front, and it requires a whole lot of love going on up there between the band and the dancers. And they had that going on and got to see some great people there. Chris Reynolds from Last Call running sound that night too, doing a fantastic job. Had it dialed in perfect. And really an amazing show on Friday night at Mr. Burroughs. Hey, Brandy Evans from Strange Love and Love Things and all the other loves. Like I've always said, Brandy, don't look up Strange Love Band. Look that up. You look up Strange Love, you're going to a site you might not be able to recover from. You are. Thanks for being here, Brandy. So a couple more things about Barely Able. Tight band, just tight as they can be. Well-rehearsed band. I don't know if they rehearse, but if they're not, they're just pros. But really bringing the rock to Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Anytime I've seen them at Heather's. I've seen them there. Just a great show. So if you get a chance, guys, as we say always on the show, if you don't know these bands we're talking about, give them a little like and a follow, because that's what it's all about here. We're trying to build community, and we're going to build more community in 2025. I am almost booked out for Wednesday with the band through March right now. So, yeah, we've got a lot of people wanting to come on and share their stories about their bands and what they do, and that's cool. We're looking forward to that. And Adam says they do rehearse. And, yeah, Brandy says that's their legal disclaimer. Hey, Chris Reese, how you doing, buddy? Checking in from Dat Band today. Adam, you were shredding it too, man. You guys are just amazing. And love Barely Able a whole lot. I do. What do we got? Dave Dawson saw Next in Line, had a great Saturday night at the phone booth. There you go. Next in Line, had a great time. Thank you, Dave. And I will say, guys, if you saw somebody play over the weekend, you want to give them a shout out, please drop it in the comments. Tag the venue too, because the venues are as important as the bands. Without them, we would not have a show. We wouldn't. So, yeah, Adam, I don't know if you guys want to throw the names of your players in there or any of that, but you can. And I blew it today on the timing. Barely got the pictures up I took. And let me give my next disclaimer. My friend Ed Sawicki is on here, and he is a pro photographer. Anytime he goes to a show, you get amazing pictures. Scott, not. I take them with an iPhone, and I'll tell you, Friday night, my friend Jerry out there knows. Jerry tried to get me in the adult world of intoxication. And so I had to be a little careful on Friday night, and my pictures reflected it. They did. They're not the best. The other thing is bands, get some damn lights. Kevin McCoy Band, wherever they are, get some lights, put them up. And that way we can take good pictures of you and share that. But thanks to Barely Able on Friday. Great job, always. Guys, go like their page. Please like their page. You're going to love this band. And Tim just belts those vocals out. And absolutely. And our buddy Rob, he's character. He is. If you'll quit hitting on my wife, we'll be all right, Rob. We joke about that. But his wife, Belinda, was there. We had a great time talking to her, too. And Heather and Jerry in the house and some other people. So great fun going on there at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. And yes, lights are helpful. They are, because I don't have one of those low light jobs like you do. You can take stuff in low lighting. And there it is. Tim Osborne on vocals, Rob Garrett, co-lead guitar, Adam on co-lead guitar. And Adam, how do I say your last name, man? Sholey? Is that it, or Sholey? David Linda on bass, and Justin Thompson beating that kid to death in the back. Really good job. Great band, people. Great band. We did have a blast on Friday, Jerry. Jerry and I have our Friday date sometimes, and yeah, he tried to get me drunk. I hope he wasn't trying to take advantage of me or anything. Either that or he roofied me. I'm not sure. But yes. And Bronson says Barely Able is awesome. Adam is a great dude. Thank you for that. Shawley. Okay, thank you. There it is. Now I've learned something today, too, on a Monday. Hey, if you're out there, guys, please say hi. It's our last show of 2024. We'll be off tomorrow and Wednesday, and then come back at you with who's playing out on Thursday. So if you're getting your gigs into us musicians, get them in. Get them in. And if you'd like to join one of our gig submission groups, sounds a little weird, doesn't it? gig submission groups, we'll put you in one for 2025. Just let me know and we'll add you to it. Chris Reese is in it, and he'll tell you how easy it is. We call for him on a Sunday, give you the date range, and you post your gigs. It's that easy to the list, and then we put them in our prompter and do it. And yes, Chris Reese, I heard you guys had one hell of a show on Friday. Good job. And this is the right time of year for that, too. You know, I mean, it is. Those people are home for the holidays. They're just ready to party. And everywhere I was a party. And yes. And yeah, I heard Filthy Heathens got a little crazy there in the Berg on Saturday night, too. I didn't get to go to that show, but I heard about it. Hi, Carlos. How are you? Thank you for checking in on YouTube. Ed. And Ed, I missed it if you said what happened with your armor. Maybe you don't want to on here. You don't have to, but I'm worried about you, my friend. And Ed says even with low light lenses and cameras, they still require a lot of deep advanced editing. Yes. Editing is what you spend hours doing, I know. And that's the part people don't understand. You just don't snap those photos. No. Hi, Colleen. Dirk Turner from Crying Out Loud. Happy New Year to you, buddy. And Jerry says barely able's always a blast. And Eric Sear says Mr. B's a little snug for lights with a full band. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just tough to take pictures. It is. I mean, nobody really notices that in the crowd, but Eric, but it is for those of us who try to promote you a little and take pictures. It gets really rough. Bob Klein checking in from C-Bus. Thanks for being here. Only need physical therapy. Good. So you didn't have a tear, no surgery. I hope that's great. I would have banked on a big bicep tear there, Ed. All right, I got to move on. Thanks to Barely Able. Saturday night, though, I had the honor of participating, and there's David Linda finally after we talked about him. How you doing, David? And I want to say that I had the honor of being a part of a fundraiser on Saturday night that was just a blast. We had a good time. The Baum Opera House, which is in Miamisburg, built in the 1800s, is still standing, and they're doing their best to keep it up and running and keep the building repaired and all that. So our friend Doug Hall, no relation, brother from another mother, and his wife Jackie did the work, the yeoman's work here, and put this together. Their first one ever, and I will say they did a really good job. It's a learning experience when you put on a fundraiser. There are people who do them all the time. Karis is one of them, and we work together, and Kathy and I, we do a lot of those at the Bell and the Bear, and other folks who've put them on for years and years, annual fundraisers and such. So you learn something every year, and every time you put one on. And even those that I do that are 20 years in the making, every year there's an after action thing, and you put it together and you say, okay, this is what we could do better next year. Well, Doug and Jackie learned a lot. They had an amazing group of volunteers selling tickets. I mean, it was sold out at 150 seats. Now, imagine this theater. It had tables in it and all that, but back in the day, it used to seat 800 people. How they got 800 people in this room, I don't know, but that's what it did when it was an opera house, and it had an upper level and all that. But it was cool. It was a good time. They had Doug and Jackie Hall had lots of folks helping. They went out and got tons of door prizes, raffles, all that stuff, basket raffles and such. And Doug went out and got a lot of silent auction items. He learned a lot from the silent auction also, which is good. The whole thing, though, was a wonderful evening. Other than one thing, and if you were there, you know, and I'll just kind of say it, the comedian who got on stage, he went over with the crowd like, can I say fart in a spacesuit? Yeah, the crowd was not receptive. So that's unfortunate, but you live and learn by that. And it was just one of those events that I enjoyed being a part of, and I got to see a lot of old friends there. I got to see a band play that I hadn't seen play probably in 10 years, and that's called the Fabulous DeBonte Brothers, and I really enjoyed that. Mark Hall, Doug Hall, and Tim Brooks in that band, and I really enjoyed that. And Tim Brooks doing one of his original songs which is a real heartfelt song that he wrote that made a few radio plays on the Christian music charts and such. But just a great time. And I've got a lot to talk about there, and I got to see the comments here. Those halls are solid since back in the bus stop days. They are. And there's Nicole. And thank you, Nicole. We had a great time. And Nicole was selling tickets and checking people in and doing all those things. Just a great team of people there that night putting this event on at the Baum Opera House. And it was a who's who of Miamisburg. The Miamisburg merchants came out in force to support this event in the ways of giveaways and in the ways of being there and buying tables and supporting that. I've got an announcement here in a few minutes of the total, so we'll throw that out at everybody, which is a good sizable total. And Rick, thank you. You guys killed it. The Hall Pass Rock Band, I'm going to talk about that for a minute. Those guys are a force as well. Let me go back, though, if I can. And I want to mention, first of all, it takes an army to put this on. Lighting and sound. Banks is on here. You did a great job on the lighting. And, he works hard. He goes in, sets it up day before. He puts on the show, comes in day after and tears down, does all that. And it was cool. And Jerry says, very cool event. Both bands were amazing and the sound was phenomenal. It was. And Jerry said that poor comedian. Yes. Yeah, his jokes just didn't thrill the crowd. It may work for other crowds, but that crowd that was there that night was not into it for some reason. Don't know. Okay. We'll leave it at that, won't we? And yes. Hey, Desolate, how are you? Thanks for being here. Jimmy Kilroy said he saw Marsha Brady and second. Is that Second Spin or Second Wind? I don't know. Second Spin, maybe? All right. Hi, Carla. Thanks for dropping by today. So let me keep going about this. I want to talk about the band's set list for a minute, and then we'll talk about the people who sponsored and so on. And Rick said, awesome light display, James Banks. Yes. Banks does amazing work. And the sound was great, too. We had a few sound hiccups that happens at these events. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of changeovers and things on the stage. Probably the worst part of the whole night was my mic, and we had fits with it for some reason, and it normally doesn't. And it just we worked it out. I just jumped on another mic, and we did what we had to do. But I want to talk about the fabulous Devante Brothers set. First of all, they started out with 3 a.m. They did Slide, threw in there Only Want to Be With You, Wherever You Will Go, Goodbye Says It All. I threw a little country in there. In a little while, We Just Disagree, Dave Mason tune went over really well with the audience. Jack and Diane, Mark Hall on that one, and then Tim Brooks's original Ordinary at the end to close out their show. And really a killer opener for the show. And I hadn't seen those guys in years, and it was like a reunion to bring them in and to see what went on there with their show. And the Devante Brothers had a pretty good, we joked about their set list being the same as it was 20 years ago, but they had a good following back then. They did. And it was good to see them all together. So let's talk about the Hall Pass Band set. Set number 1, Don't Change, Don't You Forget About Me, Dancing With Myself, Little Flock of Seagulls I Ran, Hurts So Good, Melt With You, I Will Follow, Greg Kihn Band, The Breakup Song. I love that tune. Just What I Needed, and Let's Go by the Cars. Then we gave away some money in the 50-50 raffle that we did that night. They raised over $1,000 total in the raffle, or about $1,000 in the raffle, 900 and something. And we gave that away, and we had a good time, and he even gave back $100. So thank you for that. And then came set 2, Men at Work, Overkill, Just Like Heaven, You May Be Right, Hard to Handle, I'm a Believer, American Girl, Mr. Brightside, Surrender, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, Dirty White Boy, and Run Like Hell. And then I kind of blew it at the end. I didn't know they were going to do an encore. I thought they were cutting it, and I went up and kind of said goodnight to everybody. And then the next thing you know, the band plays another song. So that's my fault. But a lot going on that night. Sponsors of this big event I want to talk about real quick were the big sponsors. Bronze sponsor was Alcor Supply. Good Time Charlie's in Miamisburg, bronze sponsor. Silver sponsor was Zink's Meats. Carpet House Flooring Center, gold sponsor. And the platinum sponsor, which if you look at the pictures on our page, you're going to see some good stuff where the Miamisburg Moose was there giving a check for $2,000 to this event. So hello, Patricia. How are you? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, James. And everybody was complimenting your lights, buddy. I will tell you that. I hope you're proud of what you do because you do a great job. There were over 23 merchants from Miamisburg that donated to this event as well. Basically, the whole place. Papa's Pizza Palace was providing food if you wanted to order pizza and sandwiches and things like that. Yeah, Rick Comstock on sound, just a fantastic job. And of course, yours truly here from Hall Around Town Radio. I was providing some MC work, and I told Doug Hall, if you know Doug Hall, he could do my job. I mean, I do a lot of fundraising events and a lot of MC work, and Doug's a great front man, and he can fill in when things need to be filled in. So big shout out to Doug. Tierre, it was great to see you there on Saturday. Hi, Celia from Vinyl Countdown. I see you checking in. Who else we got? I got to say hi to some people here. Carla says, wow, you liked that set list, didn't you, Carla? I bet you did. That's right down your wheelhouse, I think. So the sponsors were great. Of course, the music was good. The Moose, those people are wonderful people. And they also pledged to add the Baum Opera House to some other things in the future, which are really good. The Moose is a wonderful bunch of people. I've gotten to know them very well since I'm going to sign on there for Tuesday nights here upcoming January 7th all the way through the year. And looking forward to being there with these kind-hearted folks who give so much back to the community. And, you know, the Moose, their profits, it's a nonprofit organization. So everything they get, they give back. And that is what's so cool about it. And, or they put it back into the club, which then, you know, of course, makes it more comfortable for people. They just did a big remodel in the, what they call the meeting room area, or the, God, I don't know what they call it now. It's the social room, I think. And then they have a huge meeting room, which they put live bands in on the weekend and such. And yeah, Tierra, you won something, didn't you? I got a chance to announce the winners of all the raffle baskets, and we had some friends win that night. It was good to see. And Colleen saw Mojo Rising at the Bell and the Bear and Deviate at Fretboard on Saturday. There you go. Good stuff. Fretboard had a hell of a lineup this weekend. They did. So, yeah, let me give you the total raised on this event in Miamisburg, though. What a killer event. It was so good. What else we got? Oh, Mayor Michelle Collins was there. I got to say that. She was there. And that was cool to have her in attendance from Miamisburg. And our friends Devin and Dan Douglas, who run Springfest in the Burg, which I get to MC for 3 days down there, big festival and music fest and so on. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for being here. So, with everything said, with all that went on, and a one-nighter like that, with just, gosh, doors opened at 5, show was over at 10, and 150 seats max, raised $7,200 to go to the Baum Opera House. So after all said and done and everything was paid for, all the other things that were bought and purchased to put the event on, yeah, $7,200. Amazing. Good work for a first-time event. Next year, it'll be over 10, guaranteed, or more. So that was cool. We had a great time in a one-night event like that. And Heather, you'll see a picture of Heather and Jerry on my page. They took home a great auction item that they bid on. And Elton John signed. These are all certified memorabilia. And Elton John signed 45 with the lyrics on one side, signed by Bernie Taupin. Really cool thing. And got to take that home. And thank you, Carla. You know, I love doing the fundraisers, and I've had to back off that some. And sometimes I say no to people, and people get a little pissy about it. But I got a business to run, too. I mean, I can't work for free every weekend, but there are certain ones I love to do. And, you know, no way I'm going to charge a fundraiser. That's just not what we want to do. So we get a chance to do a few of them every year. I specifically do a bunch at the Bell and the Bear. I've been involved with the Autism Rocks thing before. I've done a lot of fundraising events, and we enjoy it very much. And $7,200 is nothing to sneeze at for a first time event. And that's good. We're happy about it. Hi, Jill. Thank you. Can't wait for trivia at the Moose. I'm glad you are going to be there. I can't wait to see some faces there that I haven't seen in a while. And let me talk about late night on Saturday. Left the fundraiser, said bye to everybody and thanked them and hugged all the people we haven't seen in ages, and then rolled over to Mr. Burroughs again on Saturday night because our friend the Kevin McCoy band was there. Eric Sears and company. Kevin McCoy. Place was on fire again, as always with the Kevin McCoy band. The crowd's always into it. Kevin, Eric, Sean kicking ass up front there. Entertainers at their best. Relatable songs for the crowd, always with Kevin McCoy, and sing-along stuff. And, there's so many people that follow the Kevin McCoy band that know their original songs word for word that they can get by doing those more so than a lot of bands can. And Kevin's got some great originals. So really a good time. Just got to catch the last half hour was it. I didn't even think I was going to make it. I told Eric, in fact, I wouldn't be there. But we did end up sneaking in and having a really good time with them at Mr. Burroughs. And that was our Saturday night. Sunday, day off. So that's where we're at, people. That was our weekend in review. If you saw somebody play and you're watching after we're live and you want to give them a shout out, please drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. I want to thank again Barely Able on Friday night for bringing us some great music. I want to thank the Hall Pass Rock Band, the fabulous DeBonte Brothers, and especially Doug and Jackie for putting that event on. They did a remarkable job, and a lot of help from their friends that night too, which is wonderful. Both bands killed it. And Kevin McCoy Band, of course, thank you so much for a good time on Saturday at the very end. And Bronson said, the Filthy Heathens at Good Time Charlie's, where you were at, saw the mayor there as well. She is a sweet lady. So, yeah, they all rolled over there afterwards, and we ended up rolling closer to home, but that's how that worked. And I see Gary Ridgway just popped up. He was there with the Moose Lodge that night. Gary does the entertainment booking at the Moose. And Gary, I want to thank you for the kind words. He got on the mic for a minute, gave me a big shout out, and I appreciate that so much, my friend. Looking forward to being at the Moose starting January 7th for Tuesday night trivia. Come join me, guys. It's great. And if you haven't joined the Moose in Miamisburg and you're in that area, do that. For what you spend in a year, you'll save it in 2 weeks. If you go in there, I guarantee it. It's that good. So, big time. Thank you guys for all the support in 2024. Like I said, 2025, we're bringing you some great things. Our Wednesday with the band will be back, and we're booked all the way through March on that one. And then certainly our Hot Topic Tuesday is going to get even hotter. We're going to have people join us as well, join Karis and I, and get involved in that conversation live on the face here. And we're also up in our game on this Who's Playing Out thing every Thursday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And we finally got our access to do what we wanted to do. And you'll see a few things. If you're on the TikTok, we're going to have some real quick snippets of this day in music history coming your way in 2025. Hope you'll enjoy those as well. And some music stories I'll be telling on the Tick of Talk. And you can follow us on Instagram and such as well. We're there. And all the other social media platforms. Todd from Liars for Hire, thank you for being here. And what do we got? Sean's looking forward to Tuesday trivia at the Moose. All right. Thank you, buddy. And yes, and Jill's switching her membership to Miamisburg. Thank you for that. Eric, thank you so much. And I love you, my friend. You're always such a pleasure to see. And you guys you're good peeps. You are. David, thank you so much, my friend. It was great. I got a good picture of you, I and Jerry posted on the page today, so check that out if you can. I apologize for my crappy pictures, guys. I do, but that's Ed's job, not mine. Have a great New Year, Ed. I appreciate you, my friend. Rachel, Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year to all of you. Be safe if you're going out New Year's Eve. And if you haven't picked somewhere to go New Year's Eve, go back and watch last Thursday's show because it's the good list. or you can find it printed on the Warren County Post as well if you want to see our list there and figure out what you're going to do for New Year's Eve. And if you're not out New Year's Eve, enjoy your evening at home or whatever you're doing. Happy New Year, Carla. I appreciate all your support, guys. And believe me, you're the best. And we appreciate all the shares and such you do. We'll see you in 2025. Thanks for watching today. We're out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, Emily, we've got to meet, man. My feed blew up with your name, and I've never met you. We've got to meet. We do.
I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there.
Carlos from Sponge and Britches Down. Thank you.
Showing lots of love
Thanks, Dave
for
Dawson.
the community.
Roger, thank you. Bill, thank you. You guys are great. Thanks so much. Show. Let's do a little family slideshow as we go out here of 2024. Here we go. If I can find it. Where are we at? Right here. Yeah.
It's the Weekend Review. It's a Bible coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming, who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With heart, you know, plan to do it well. So Town Radio Show. It's where I go for the latest planned info. So good. So Town Radio Show. For the music that comforts my soul. It's the High Around Town Radio Show. The High Around Town Radio.